Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Still stressed out, just got cooked a little bit, deflected as much as I could. So if you come over from NAF, like the video, take your shoes off, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm joined by Mr. Pundit himself, Brian, Elite Pundit. We've also got Adam. It's going to be a Bruno crash session. And then obviously what Ems, Traps is going to be here as well. So if you know Traps, it's going to get loud, double loud. And then E-Man's going to come in as well. E-Man was here 2 weeks ago. So I don't even know where to start. Antony's leaving. Good signs. Yeah, great. Who's going to replace him? Maybe no one. Rashford hasn't left. Onana, get the fuck out. And on top of that, questions, people. A lot of questions. I must say. Again, how are you not feeling though? Because my head is still on Mars. I had to go through a stream where I had to just kind of remain calm-ish and just let other people talk.
I literally done the same with my thing as well. Yeah. Just let everyone else argue.
That's the one. Saying Adam, man.
It's bad, man. It's bad. Like, it's the first time I said that this week. Even if everyone is fit, I can't pick a starting 11 I'm happy with. Like, usually with Mourinho, with Ole, with Ten Hag, there was a starting 11 I would pick. And I would say, you know what? Why is the manager not picking these players more? Now, if everyone's fit, I still think it's dead. It's not looking good. It's really not looking good. And the manager's making mistakes as well. But I can't crash on the manager too much. Like, the options are, oh man, it's so bad. It's so bad.
We need to try and do something this January, otherwise it's going to be a long season, man. I'm not going to act like this game changed how I was planning for the season, but I don't see us competing in no other trophies. If forget the Europa League, forget the FA Cup. I think we need to go in January and get something, because even in the midfield the balance is off. I think Kobe Mainoo and Agate, they don't complement each other enough. So it's just like we need another 3-4 signings, but these signings can't be like young players that we need to give time to. These signings need to come in straight away. And
how about this? One player is not changing anything, because all teams will do is just lock down that side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you're going to need a good 3 or 4 players.
I think you only get 2 max, and we're stretching it. By the way,
two max maybe helps us not stay
in an embarrassment zone.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's embarrassment in the right zone. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's horrible. It's just, I looked at today and I'm thinking, I've never been so more sure. Thinking, Mainoo, get out of the 8 position. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think he was awful. I don't think he was great. But the issue is, no one in the midfield in R2 has a switch on them. So if you're not able to switch the ball, because even the commentator was saying when you're switching it, Man United were making progress up the pitch or progress. Can't do it. It's like you got Bruno running around everywhere like a headless chicken trying to press it.
That guy. Good Christ.
It's just he can do switches, Bruno.
Yeah, he needs to go in the 8. I don't know what works more.
Bruno needs to leave, man.
Who the hell is
I don't understand. Like, Bruno can. He runs around everywhere. You can drop deep and switch the ball, because all you're doing is moving the ball from one side of the pitch to the other.
But it depends what Amorim wants from him, innit? Because if he's playing him as a left cam, I don't know what he's being told. But you saw so many times today, Bruno was actually pressing their right back, and I'm like, Bruno ain't got the legs to press. So why have you got this guy running around in a wide position for?
But this is what Bruno does, though. He always does this, but he gets frustrated and starts pressing.
Exactly, and then the switch goes off, and then there's almost no way back. Like, some people can disorganize themselves, but they come back in 10 minutes. When Bruno gets gone, it's gone. The head.
Like, you can see it. There were moments in that half where Bruno just on his own just lost his head and just started rushing everyone, and it's like you just play around him. It's like, how many times have I seen this? Like, Bruno, calm down, get in shape. Calm down, get in shape. If we're going to do a mid-block, that's what we should do. But he's going to go press on his own, and he thinks, like, Zexi is going to press? It's like, what do you, this is like, keep in shape. We don't have a team that is good at pressing. This is the 3rd manager that has come out and basically said this. Ragnick came in and was like, this team cannot press. What is a little pressing? You can't be half pregnant.
The players are stupid, man. I can't lie. Like, Ragnick basically invented running, and he could get them lot to run. So you know how
They
mad
did
that
it for
is?
30 minutes, I think, against Crystal Palace, and that was
Yeah.
it.
It was a half.
It's
And
just
most of
more.
that pressing was Fred, and we know Fred runs.
Yeah, I think it's more than that as well. Like a lot of the players have changed, and it's still the same old crap. If that makes sense. Like even from Ragnick era, how many new players have Ten Hag brought in? Whether you go from Mason Mount to Eriksen to Casemiro and all this.
Cast they were poor though. A
Yeah.
lot of them, especially for our spine, poor. The signings were not good. Martinez cannot play. If people are saying, "Oh, it's the three at the back." Even if you put him left center, like this 4-4-2, whatever, or 4-3-3, and he plays as a left center, he will be targeted. He will just be targeted. He cannot defend channels. Strikers, like, why did we buy this guy?
It's not just
He's
that
good
though.
on the-
You've got Mount, you've got Onana, you've got Antony.
Bro,
Just all of that money that you've just spent there, that's close to 200 mil. It's just,
So we
and then you add
wasted it.
Højlund onto that.
Yeah. The blood on Ten Hag's hands.
Yeah, that's why he's in the farm now.
The club, man. That Casemiro Antony signing, Jesus Christ. Like, oh my days. Like, it doesn't even make sense. You're going to want to buy a DM. Declan Rice was available at that time, guys.
Yeah, but we're not spending 100 and something mil. I don't
We
know.
ended
man.
up spending 70
Or
million
90
on
on
Casemiro.
Antony anyway. It's 90 mil on
Yeah.
Antony anyway.
And
I'm
we
glad we
spent,
didn't buy
we
Declan
gave
Rice.
Casemiro 350k. We could have signed Declan Rice.
Yeah, but that would have. I don't think that would have been that great of a move, to be honest. I'm not his biggest fan.
It's the same thing.
I'm not his biggest fan.
What's
I'm
the
not his
difference
biggest
between him
fan.
and Garte, bro? Like, there's no
That's what I'm
difference.
saying. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
But
I'm not,
at least,
I get your point. Maybe.
physically, our team could maybe do something. We could stand
Even
up. We
pe-
don't stand up to anybody.
But even the game today, yeah, like Brighton were like super crucial today. You know, I think they
I don't even think they played well.
That's what I'm saying. No, but 3 shots on goal, 3 shots on target, 3 goals. Do you know what I mean? And it was just Onana with that third goal that just threw away everything. We could have got a draw. You never know. Maybe even nicked it. But
Yeah, but the fact we're saying draw against Brighton when we were clearly a little bit more, I would say more the better side in the first half. There was chances where the Lick should have got a toe onto it, or there was another chance where I thought we missed an absolute sitter.
Bruno, do you remember the Bruno cutback where he hit it off his own foot?
Yeah, or that. There's so many different ways, shape, way, or forms you can look at that game. I think all these shots went either blocked, whether it's Ahmad's shot or Bruno's shot, or there was a sitter. There was 2 sitters, or the Lick getting on the end of it. Oh yeah, Harry Maguire's head across the.
Harry Maguire, by the way, I've never praised that guy and not immediately regretted it. Every time he has a good game, he reminds you. He does my fucking head in.
He's the lead. For me, it was more the least of the problems. It's more like my whole issue is Bar Ahmad is the option on the ball, and not when Agate comes off, it capitulates. It's like he got subbed off again because obviously he's probably trying to manage his minutes.
He's tired, man. Guys, he's tired.
You can tell he's tired. Mazraoui is dying, bro. He's dying. He's playing every available minute. He's dropped his worst game today in the United shirt, or 1 out of 2. That on Tottenham, in the first game that he played against Tottenham, and it's just like, I get you need to rotate. He's trying to build an 11 potentially, bar the striker maybe, but it's like as soon as Agate comes off, the press comes away. There's no more legs. Collier comes in. He's trying to figure it out a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not even his fault. It's just and then Mainoo comes off. Then you got Collier and Bruno as the 2, and it looks even worse.
Yeah, bro,
looks even worse. I see Garnacho come on, and I've never said to myself, please, Napoli. I'm like, please
just sell him, man. What are we doing?
Get rid, man. I'm tired.
You know what, Kaz, I don't think it would be that bad, yeah. So say instead of starting 2 defensive wing backs, yeah, bro, just start a winger. So at least then it's offering a bit more when we do attack. And then in the midfield, I'd like to see Collier and Agate start, you know, because everything else hasn't worked.
You know what it is? Garnacho wing back, he's way too weak on the ball. He's not good in possession. And that's why I can tell he doesn't like Garnacho, yeah. But it doesn't mean you can't be ambitious enough, because I've seen him go there. Anthony's gone. He's gone. He don't like Antony. There's something about him with Antony he just don't like. He said, forget that. Even though he kind of fits the mold, awful. He said after that squad. No, I mean for what we've got in it, defensive minded kind of wing, because all he's got is engine and nothing else. We saw it live. That miss from Antony.
He runs in slow motion, guys. Like I said it already. He runs with his head up like this. Any footballer that runs like this is not a footballer.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing?
You know what you do when people in gym, yeah, when they're trying to bench press, they usually lift their back up and curve it to get some more power in there. And you're like, you know, that's so wrong. And that's what Antony does to get past the player. You're not meant to bend your back, bro. You're moving like a gal when they're trying to take a photo to make themselves look like they got arse.
I've never seen a footballer run like that. It's crazy. Oh
yeah,
my God, man.
It's such a lack of quality in this. I can't believe I'm thinking, you know what? Every time it's Old Trafford now, it's like, are we gonna win? But when it's away from home, I'm thinking, yeah, we probably got a chance.
Yeah, no, same.
Players
They're
are
definitely scared. They are scared.
Shitless.
It reminds me of when we was under Ollie and we couldn't win at home, but we was winning madnesses away. But even then, we're not winning madnesses away. That's probably a discredit to Ollie right now. So on that notice, this stings. What are you saying, Traps, man? You had to go through the big 6 month trials. I see that.
Brother, listen, I've been there. I've been to Saeed. And now I'm here. Listen, man. Bro, yeah, I just don't know what to say. I've been I've just been arguing with so many people, bro. My head is gone right now. However, that fucking goalkeeper, I want him gone. I've had enough of him. Today is the day I'm done with him. I've had enough of him. I'm sick of this goalkeeper. I'm sick of him. Yeah. He's just shit. Yeah. I'm just tired of him, man. Like you know
don't what, it's bad 2 saves last week, so you think he's all right.
But it don't matter about 2 saves. This was
and then he sucked you in again, and then boom.
It is sucked me in. It is sucked me in. Listen. You see when he has a good game, yeah, fair play. Onana, you had a good game, but reality, you're still shit. You're still shit. Yeah. People talking about double saves. What's a double save? Yeah, like we've seen keepers do double saves. Yeah, when you do a save and someone shoots and it hits you in the chest, it's not a double save. Yeah, you're just in the way. Yeah, like what you want about? Like man, I'm overgassing this stupid ass goalkeeper. What he done today was criminal. He was a criminal. That's criminal what he did today.
Today was
criminal. Yeah. When it comes down to it, yeah. And this is the situation. This is why I know this guy is a fucking bottle job as well, yeah?
Which one?
Every single time we are in that situation where we're either gone 1-0 down and we equalize, or it's 1-1 and the game's on the knife edge and we're trying to get away, man. Yeah, he decides the fucking game for us. Nah, boys, you're not winning this one because I'm going to do some dumb shit at the back here. And you know what's funny about it? We're probably going to sit here and crush it on the likes of Maguire and the other ones. You don't get no flipping stick. Why is no one give this goalkeeper stick and say he's shit, get him out of the club? Everyone's got Nacho sold. Everyone wants fucking Bruno Fernandes out of the club. But why the fuck do you want this fucking goalkeeper at the back for? He's rubbish.
Bro, at this point, his kicking's not even that bad compared to De Gea's.
Bruv, I told you, first game of the season, Fulham, yeah, at home, the geezer nearly hit me in the face with a flipping football, mate. Yeah? And I'm not joking with you. He's rubbish. Yeah? He's rubbish. And you know what? Man United need to for the first time, Man United need to accept that, you know what, we've made a mistake, just get him gone. Just get him gone.
And you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? Our scouts, yet again, you know, like people like to crash on our scouts. Our scouts scouted that Suzuki from over in Japan. He's now at what club's he at again? Is it Parma or Palermo? Who's he at again? Palermo. I think it might be Parma or something. And right now, that's a fake profile of me in the chat, by the way. Get rid of it. Now he's doing really well. All of a sudden, he's hot shit over there, and they went and signed a new deal before someone else comes and grab him. And now he's going to be worth about 40 million if you want to lure him away. So again, we're just in that zone of.
Cass, he was always good. I'm not gonna lie. He was always good.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is. I got a feeling United do this. United do this thing. No, United do this thing where they put a player up, yeah, from the next league that they've scouted. They let it go and filter. Someone gets the compilation. They put it on Twitter, and all these goes round the board. And that compilation will define if he's going to be a United signing, like to see if the crowd get behind it. That's how I feel. If the crowd likes the compilations, cool, we'll probably go from. If not, if it's a bit sour and it's 50-50, you probably won't do for good for shirts. You won't do good for PR. You won't do good for all of that nonsense.
You know what
and
that's
what it feels like. Same thing happened with Caicedo. We're like, no, we can't make a risk on that. Like, remember, we was in a 50-50 because his compilations weren't that good.
Didn't Valencia recommend him, Caicedo? I swear Valencia recommended
the Caicedo
Bro,
thing.
this club has been recommended. Listen, this club has been recommended about 10 players for 20 million.
Haaland.
Yeah,
Under
Haaland
Oli.
was one of them. It must have cost about 20. Almost would have cost about 25 million quid. Haaland was one of them. Mbappe was one of them. Jesus was one of them, but obviously whatever. Zachariah was one of them.
Haidara,
one of them. Haidara was one of them. These players have been. This club, for me, yeah.
I feel like this. He's 5'10" with a higher top, 100%. I hear it, 100%.
The one thing I'll say is that I don't know if signing 18, 19-year-old is the right thing for us to do right now. I think we need to bring in players who are established, who can lift the club. Because listen, we're not like other clubs. There's something about Manchester United. We're not like other clubs. We're not the clubs. Even Sir Alex rarely signed 18, 19-year-olds. Like Cristiano is the one that came to mind.
No,
but it's rare. It's not like a lot of the big players that we have outside of class of 92.
I don't disagree with you, by the way. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
I'm just saying. It's rare.
You know what man them need to do? Man need to come off of this Manchester United, our great club, this other stuff. Come off all of that, man. At the end of the day, because you've seen it time and time again in this flipping Premier League how it works. When your team is broken, you have to fix it. That means you have to suffer and you have to go through certain situations. We are not a club that is exempt from these things. This is what Man United fans think. No, bruv. Because at the end of the day, what you need to do, you need to get your house in order. So you need to have, your for one, you need to have a style of play, that is a sustainable style of play, which is a superior style of play to most teams, in the world, not even the country, the world, So you are going to lose games, but at the end of the day, you've got enough. You've got your style of play, your system, and your players can compete with anybody in any country at any time, and that should go from the under 12s all the way up, all the way up. So everyone plays the same thing. So when these players get to a certain level, they know the score, right? So Man United need to get their house in order for one. Second of all, it's all well and good talking about let's get players in, but we can get players in. We can go and get experienced players in. What we're gonna do? We're gonna win an FA Cup? What we're gonna win a Europa? We've already done that. We've already done it with these shit players. We've already done it. So what is the point of all of this? What do you actually want from your club? This club needs to be reset. And if that means finishing 15th, and starting again and getting their house in order, then so be it. They get what they deserve now. Because we've been sleepwalking into this for years and years and years and years. And I'm flipping tired of it. I'm flipping tired of dragging my arse up. The other day, we was on the road for flipping hours the other day to go and watch 10 minutes the Ahmad show for 10 minutes.
5 o'clock in the morning, bro. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Crap. And by the way, what you're gonna see now is you're gonna see this poor Ahmad kid, end up like Saka, hamstring engine management light comes on and he's just finished, because that's the only thing that we've got right now. That's the only thing we've got going on right now. You need to see progression. You need to see you need to have an idea of what your club is about, because you don't know what Man United are about no more. No one knows what Man United are about. Do they want to win they say they want to win the league by 2028. They ain't bought one flipping player. But who? What do you want? What do you actually want from your club?
It's true, man. And the fact is, we're actually just predictable as well. The thing is with the wing backs, I don't think we should change it. Like I'm all for dying by the sword kind of type beat. It's just we have no outlets down the wings, and when the outlet is there, it's a terrible delivery or something like that. It's just a shame, isn't it? I thought we done quite well for the first 25, 30. We done some cutbacks. I couldn't believe it. We actually done some cutbacks consistent. I've had enough.
I'm watching Antony Robinson at Fulham, just letting fly cross after cross after
early
cross,
delivery.
after cross.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not even they're not scoring them, but bro, the balls are going into such dangerous areas every time. Every time it's a dangerous area. Attack it. Someone attacking it. Jimenez attack it. Bro, it doesn't this is what I'm trying to say to you. If Man United, there's no way that Man United cannot look at the situation and think we need better. Because at the end of the day, Get rid of these players. Get these players.
Let me ask you a lot of question. Do you reckon Ineos are too fixated on option number one, and their option number ones are all summer targets?
Maybe so,
I don't mind them being fixated on option number one. Right? Listen,
yeah, maybe it's true. Maybe that is true. But you know what they need to do? They need to flip and come out and say that. Come out and say it. Put out a statement and say, listen. At the end of the day, yeah, we've got Amorim in here. Amorim in. They could even spin it a certain way and say, listen, Amorim was our summer target along with the summer targets. However, due to the poor performances, crush it on them. Throw the other manager under the bus. Due to the poor performances of the other manager.
No, but that puts it back on them then, because you should have sacked them way before that.
We had to move
Yeah,
early.
no chance that's gonna ever happen.
No, but we had to move early. Because
it's their fault, bro. That we're in this situation.
Because this is the point. This is the problem, yeah, that with United fans. United fans, in the beginning, I was 10 out. Didn't want him, yeah. But he's here and you have to be fair to him. If he goes and he finished 8th, I get it. But if he goes and he wins a trophy and gets himself into Europe, that warrants his stay. And not only that, yeah, even if they don't want to do that and they don't want to accept that, throw it on Dan Ashworth as well. Say, listen, mate, that's why we sacked that bitch. Because this is what he done. He prolonged that flipping manager. He had to go as well. Listen, Ineos can sort this out in the space of a week, yeah, with a statement and basically a timeline. That's as simple as that. But for me, I don't know why they don't do it. I don't know if they're backing this manager. This manager comes out and says some kind of weird stuff about
when Man United team in history.
You know, we're being the worst Man United team in history. So why you come here? What are you doing about it, bro?
Because he knows, he believes in himself. Amorim believes in himself. He believes in what he wants to do. That's why he's not changing his principles. This is one of the reasons why I wanted him. The last thing I want is a Man United manager to come and panic, do some fugazi stuff, maybe get a few results here and here. You know how our fan base is. They get giddy. They think the team is better than it is. And we don't get rid of the players that we should.
Sorry, bro, yeah. Do you know what it is? For me, the reason why I'm blaming Ineos for this, yeah, because you don't bring a manager in halfway through the season and not back him, bro. That's just stupid. Like, you can see where the team was before Everton Hall got sacked. Everyone can see that you need to invest in this team. You know what? If you're going to do that, you should have just waited until the end of the season and given Ruud the job until the end of the season. Because to bring him in and not back him in January and give him no signings, bro, it's criminal, bro.
Well,
it's
criminal. I don't know. I don't know.
What's he supposed to do? Come in and just work magic with these shit players that every manager's not been able to do nothing with.
Do you know what Mandem was saying before he came in? They were saying, listen, Amorim's this squad is better than Sporting squad, so Amorim will be fine. That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying.
I don't know, bro. It's the Premier League. He's coming to a new league, and this ain't no joke, bro.
I get what Travis
is
saying.
Find out here.
The problem is a lot of the fan base, they still, even right now, fans are overrating how good our team is. But some of the things I see people saying,
when they want it, like they want what they want when they want it. Ineos need to come out and just say, listen, we got a plan, because let's be honest about it. They don't care about us as fans. They don't care about what we want when we want it. Because when everyone was making noise in the summer, talking about why Ineos signed nobody, Ineos this, Ineos that, and next thing you know, they've pulled 5 signings out the bag. This is what they do. They clearly have their own timeline they're working with, and they're not hearing nothing from the fans, which is fine. But I believe that I don't think in January they're not gonna leave him. I don't think it's going to be a permanent signing. I think they're going to get maybe a loan or 2 in, yeah. But like Cass said, I think they have this number one, and that's what they're on. Because
I think the thing is, with that statement with Ruud, if Ruud started losing all these games, we would be saying, why didn't we get a manager in?
Bro, you were just giving it
but it's the same thing. But then again, if Ruud stayed, then bums like Rashford and the rest of them who might have done okay on the Ruud, and we might have not even been getting rid of them. Garnacho could have been tied up to a potential new deal because he plays a certain way on the wings and whatnot, and then we'd be back to square one with a lot of this stuff. So in hindsight, really and truly, it can go tit for tat and go left or right.
Bro, it could just turn around. No, but bro, if you're going to get a new manager in, Kaz, you can literally just be like, look, at the end of the season, a new manager's coming in, yeah? No decisions are being made until this new manager comes in terms of new contracts or anything like that.
I'm not going to lie. As much as I'm hurt, like the thing is, no one knows patience, and I'll get with hurt, yeah. But at the same time, he said we're gonna be a little bit hurt. He meant a lot hurt. He went to that first training session and said this, and probably said to himself, "These are fucking shit." Yeah, and he knew, bro. The fact he's exposing these players to the world, and even the Reds, the certain Reds that can't see beyond technical ability because they love the passion part. Now they can see why they are arse, because they can't even do the most simple of jobs. E-man, we talk about this on the timeline loads, bro. Like over the last course of years. What are you making of United at the moment? What do you think is the case?
This is just a culmination of just a multitude of just failure across the board, and you just have to just accept that. At the end of the day, like if you look at the starting 11 we put out today. Do you know what the maddest thing about it is? If you probably took one or two players out, you'd probably say that's probably the strongest 11 that we can put out. And that's embarrassing.
You're not even wrong, you know.
Like, I'm not like man are coming on it like shouting, screaming. I'm not taking away from anyone having emotions and this and another. I think I'm just past that point of anger and just resentment. Like I've kind of got to the point of I look at it now and I'm like, what do I expect when I'm watching that? What do I actually expect? I'm not really expecting much from these group of players. And on top of that, like they're so deficient in so many different things. It's not just to do with just technical ability. It's also athleticism and the physical profile of these players. One thing I've noticed with Amorim, if you notice from the first, he made two subs. I remember he brought on Collier and he brought on Garnacho. And one thing that says to me is that he tries to use athleticism to make up for the technical deficiencies that a team may have. And which is very clear, this team is very technically deficient. But the worst part about it is we don't have athletes in the squad either. So we can't even run, bro. We can't run. We're getting run through weekly. Each time I watch us play, I'm looking at us. I'm watching us play, and I'm just thinking, who's gonna bad us up today? Like who's actually gonna fist us up today? Because we're not gonna win any. If we're being honest, if it wasn't for one or two individual players, this could have been really stark, bro. Like we could actually be in a relegation scrap. If it wasn't for Ahmad, literally like 3 days ago, just going Super Saiyan, bro. we're not beating the worst team in the league, bro. And Southampton are nailed on to get relegated in probably end of February.
Bro, these owners got to make signings, bro.
Really and truly,
got to make signings in January.
This is another thing. Man are talking about signings. I don't think people actually realize how dire our financial situation is, bro.
Exactly. That was my point.
We do not have money, bro. We are literally, like when someone's using their credit card and you're constantly, and the bank's actually belling you, sending you letters, this, that, another, like to say that you need to actually pay it back with interest, bro. That is Manchester United Football Club and their finances right now. We do not.
Think it's the finances.
I don't understand yet.
We don't have liquid cash anymore. It's not like
I don't get this part. I don't get this part though. They said that Antony's going, and all of a sudden they're going to look for like a replacement. There's no way you're going to get a loanee. Let's be honest.
That's the thing.
So all of a sudden, where's the cash come from if you just got Antony out on loan? What? Because you're saving them 100 grand per week or something.
But this is the reason
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you see,
this is why I think Garnacho's leaving. I actually think they're actually going to sell him. I think if Napoli offer that 60 mil, which is getting to, because they've already.
Casemiro needs to get gone as well. We need that money now, now.
The minute they sell him, that actually frees them up to actually make a couple of moves, if they can even make any moves, because everyone's looking at the date, right? Tomorrow's the 20th of Jan. Transfer window closes in 11 days, bro. So really and truly, people have to get used to the reality of this is our squad. Like, this is our squad until the rest of the season, and then we can probably reset, clear out a lot of the stuff that's there, and then maybe make some moves. But like, my thing is, and I'm not taking away from anyone getting like emotionally charged about the whole situation. I would like, because I know I was there for a long time, but I've kind of got to the point of like, bro, like United aren't gonna be good for a while. Like,
yeah, but bro, this is not how for me. Yeah, like you need like waiting until the summer and then trying to do it all in one summer window, bro. It's just long, bro. Like these don't need to make some.
It's not all though, because I'm looking at this now, yeah. Bro, they signed 5 players. So if they sign another 5 players, that's 10 players.
That's what I was saying, bro. That was literally my point. We signed 5 players. 5 of them have actually done well. They've gone straight into the team. Danet's gone in. Mazraoui's gone in. Zaxi's gone in. Agate's gone in. Euro's gone in straight to the team. So yeah, another 5 players. But listen, bro, waiting until the summer window to do that, and then getting these players used to Amorim's system, it's like, look, I reckon they need to make some signings this January. I'm not going to lie.
I think they'll make one or two.
I'm telling you now, man. Douglas Luiz loan with option and go get a Nori, bro. Go get him. Get the technicals and athleticism up now.
Even that Tyler, what's his name? Diblin. Bro, I'll take him again.
No, wait for him to get set.
I think that'll be a summer
yeah.
when Southampton get
ready. Goes down.
But that's what I'm saying. What are you going to do in Jan? How much are you realistically going to do in Jan without liquid cash, bro? Like, this is what I'm saying.
City, well, yeah, without liquid cash, I get that. City have just pulled it off in Jan.
Yeah, cool. City have made moves-ish that they could make-ish. And the man that they've got is a centre-back, like a teenage centre-back, Mamouche, and I can't remember if there's somebody else that they're getting as well. But like, bro, like in terms of actual quality, which is what we need to actually bridge the gap between us and not even like top 6 quality, top 8, 10 quality, yeah. Because there's at least like probably like 5. No, there's at least like 8 or 9 different teams that probably have better squads than us. If you looked at that Brighton team,
100%.
That Brighton team that played today, even man that were on the bench, there's at least 6 or 7 of them that start.
Yeah. That's why we need. That's why we need. Even if it's loan, but even if it's loan options, bro.
I just don't think we have the money. That's the main reason.
I don't know about this.
I think it just came out recently that we have 300 million. I think that is due in payments for players.
All transfers.
Bro, but Adam, you see with that, bro, every club has all them things, man. You know what I mean? It's not unless it says that Man United are late on payments, then that's irrelevant, because all clubs owe money for players because there's a structure of the deal when they buy the players.
I get that.
If you're structured to pay for players over 5 years and you're on year 2 of that, and you've got 5 players that you've got to pay, one's cost you 50 million, the other one's cost you 80, the other one's cost you thingy, then you just got to pay that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter unless it says we've missed the payment, or we haven't paid this year's payment or whatever it is. Then that's a problem. All clubs owe money for the transfer.
Yeah, I get that. I just think it's very tight at the moment because it's been badly, like just the simple fact that they are sacking people within, that they are removing Sir Alex and stuff like. It just feels to me like the money has been so badly handled, and the wages for players and everything. Like just the simple fact that the previous administration gave the keys to Ten Hag because they were afraid of the fans, because they knew they were getting backlash if they were not signing any player that Ten Hag wanted. It just shows. Like, and 85 million for Antony, no competent team does that unless they are afraid of the criticism from the fans. Because look, it was a loss for them. If they did not sign Antony, the fans would have said they're not backing the manager. And just after we signed him and we started playing very poorly, people were saying, yeah, but the board should have had another option. Like it was just a complete.
But the board already. With Solskjaer, they valued him at 25 million. So you're right, Adam. Yeah, but this is the problem with the fan base. They want to go and crash it on the Glazers. Every time something goes wrong, it's the Glazers' fault.
Yeah,
and that's pushed the Glazers into. And I'm not saying this is why, Cash. Remember I said what I said the other day. This is why I said it because at the end of the day, it's that cool. You can blame the Glazers till you're blue in the face, but the reality of it is that they have put a lot of money on players to keep these fans quiet. And when they boo by players, these fans are quiet. And when we don't win stuff, that's when they start making noise, because the Glazers have been in control of this club for so many years. We've won Champions League. There was no there was no moaning about it. When we was winning leagues, there was no moaning about it. And this is the problem. So when people talk about backing managers, and the manager was not of the caliber to be at this club anyway, this is the problem, because man, they want to get by. I'm looking at these teams. I'm looking at the departures, of last year and even the year before, So we're talking about even the year before that. Yeah, we're talking about the likes of Ronaldo, Cavani. Obviously, we won't talk about MG11. Yeah, but you got Scott McTominay, you got flipping Aaron Wan-Bissaka, you got what's the centre? What's the left back's name? What's the left back's name?
Tellers.
No, not Tellers. You got Alvaro. You got Hannibal. You got flipping Donny van der Beek. Bro, that squad beats the squad that we have now.
That's the thing. We need to start sorting out who the good players are from the shit ones. And now all of the players that I like left the club, most of them, except for a few exceptions. And we are left with the dross. And it shows. It shows.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Sancho,
if you compare the squad, for example, when Cristiano Ronaldo played his first game for us, when he came back, compare that squad. I had Pogba, Matic, Greenwood, Martial, Varane, Casemiro. Casemiro came the season after, but you get the idea. The squad that we had on the Jose and Ole and the start of Ten Hag is not comparable to the squad we have now. So this is why, for the first time, I'm like, yeah, man,
bro,
I don't know what to do.
You know, like,
man, the thing is, is Pogba still free agent?
Yeah.
Why are we not running it back, man?
No.
Stop this.
What do you mean?
All right, bro. He'll probably score a goal and get injured, bro.
Do you know what's funny about that
guy? Enjoy his life.
Do you know what's funny about that guy? Yeah, Saeed. Big up Saeed, my brother and that. Yeah, but listen, he tried to call me a revisionist. He was talking about running it back with Pogba about a month ago. This is the problem. I'm telling you.
Pogba in the goal. Oh my god.
Stop
it. You see, this is what I've said this a few times, right? Our fan base acts like as if we still have Pogba, Martial, and whatnot out there on the pitch. We don't have. These guys have either declined or they're not here anymore. This is why we can't let go of Rashford. Let it go.
No, but deep it. Look, the guy's out of work here. Deep it. The brother's out of work here. He left here. Didn't even get to play for Juve. It's a bit different and whatnot. Go run him up a 6 month contract. Go that because bro, I have to watch Bruno Fernandes and all these scrubs week in, week out. And if not, I have to watch Eriksen. So why am I going to think about Pogba in a 10 when I've got
you mentioned Douglas Luiz. You mentioned Douglas Luiz, right?
No, yeah, but I'm talking about both of them. I don't see why we can't get both of them. One's a free transfer for 6 months. Give him a 6-month contract at least. See what and then whatever. Move on from there. At least he gets time, fitness, all of that. Go to the next club. No love lost, yeah. And also get Douglas Luiz at least. I'm just saying, like, obviously they want a loan with obligation and that. If they want to be so broke and there's someone like that of that talent, yeah, that's willing and he's hungry to play, by the way, yeah, and he's been in training for so long, go and sign him up if no one else wants him. What's the point of letting him go to what? I don't know. Even Marseille don't want him, to be fair. You don't want to go to the French league. You don't want him to go to Saudi. Like, the thing is, if he's there, just go and get him for 6 months. I don't think he's going to say no. And people are going to, I know what the fans will be like, why are we going to get him back? Fuck them. We're starving. We want to play this long ball.
Guys, the minute Pogba gets, like, he hasn't played in a long time, right? I'm sure he's very talented still, but he hasn't played in a long time.
Yeah,
and the minute he gets skinned
in the Premier League.
Quick one. Tonali, how long was he out for?
It was not for a while, but at least he was more fit. He's more fit. He's younger.
Yeah. Hey, wait. He was out for 11 months. 13 months. Am I correct? Something like that. 11 months. And he come back and everyone's glazing him up, even myself. So now all of a sudden, I'm meant to believe
that's a different kind of player, though.
Come on, man.
It's a different kind of player.
Hear me out, yeah. Bruno takes half an age to press players, yeah. Eriksen can't press. But now I'm meant to believe that Pogba can't do it, even though he's just not fit.
The problem is,
get him on a 6 month.
If you told me we had the guarantee of dropping Bruno, of dropping Bruno, I would agree with it. But Bruno's not getting dropped, and I'm fed up with it.
The only way I'm getting Pogba back here is if I sign him on a 2-year deal. He balls out for 6 months, and I sell him and get some flipping money that he took out the club back. That's the only way, yeah. Because I'm not. Because all of this extra shit that man was talking about, man, never go like,
Casemiro, Eriksen, Pogba. Could you imagine that midfield? No,
we're not playing Casemiro. He's going to be gone at some point, and then Eriksen. That's not even.
No, listen, guys, I get it. We want to do something to stop the pain, but we can't do silly things.
Man, just suffer. Man, they need to suffer.
What's wrong with 6 months? What's wrong with 6 months?
He's accepted it, bro. He's just like, yo, bro, let's just suffer in silence. You just accepted it, bro. You're like, look, we're here.
Because
Enjoy it while we're here.
I'd rather do that because listen, you're adding an unknown quantity while he is known, but you don't know the state of mind this guy's in. He was charged for something not very good. It's just not what we need. And what wages are you going to pay him?
E-man, look at it. I know you agree with this one. I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying, I'm Adam. Just saying, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I'm left 10. Wing back. What do we used to call him? Wing bar.
Listen.
Wing bar. Hog bar. That one. Come on, man. You don't need all the energy in the world. Don't need all the energy in the world there. Bro, at least I know I'm not watching Scrub Nandez trying to do up flipping like powerlifts, trying to get a ball to the other side which he can't reach. I'm not trying to see that.
There's many other players, like kind of like when we got Weghorst during Ten Hag, that we can go get that work hard for the team. Work hard for the team. That's what we need right now.
Pogba was never lazy though.
I think the players work hard.
We've let a lot of man eat at United, you know. Weghorst, bro. Was playing for United, bro. He got a good lick.
To be fair to Weghorst, he was alright. To be fair to Weghorst, listen. To be fair to Weghorst, he's done all right. Weghorst done all right. Let me tell you, the Weghorst done all right, and he never overstayed his welcome either. So fair play to Weghorst. And another thing is, when they was talking about getting Arnautovic, who's a better player than Weghorst, by the way, everyone was going mad.
But that was in the summer when there's options available.
I'm just saying, like, I think we need to look forward.
Amorim lost his players after the comments. What do you make? What do you man make of that? I don't think he lost I think it's nothing different from what he's been saying.
No, I think he definitely puts it on the players a little bit more, because I don't think he's getting the reaction. I think he's kind of frustrated, if you ask me, because you play against Liverpool, you play against this thing, and you see them run and they're putting in more effort. But then we play Southampton, and listen, guys, I'm saying Southampton, we were poor for like 75 minutes, and then against Brighton, we just died in the second half. So he's frustrated, and he has every right to be, because these players are getting away with murder. They're being paid so much money, and listen, I don't want to crash out. I don't want to crash on Kobbie Mainoo, because I think he's a talented lad. But Manchester United fans have done it again.
Yeah,
you've done it again. You've overhyped this kid to the most nth degree, that now people are seeing that he does have weaknesses to his game, and people are like, "Oh,
100%."
It's Ugarte. Everybody's now pointing out Ugarte, saying it's Ugarte's fault. Are you kidding me? Where's Kobbie now in midfield? We have two men in midfield.
I need to be honest with Kobbie Mainoo. I agree with you, man. I think we need to have a conversation about the kid. His positioning is shocking. There's no two ways about it. Like, you can see Kobbie Mainoo is always running back into the action. He's not predicting the ball and the movement and the action. He's young. He's talented, but he's clearly young. He's clearly overhyped. And we need to have someone mature, clear to play, so that Kobbie can develop into the player we know he has the talent to be. Because he's obviously a talented kid, obviously. Yeah. But I think we are going to lose him just because he's not developing in the right way. And his reading of the game is not up to it. And you need to learn from the bench. And it just, like, if Ugarte, and I tweeted that earlier, if Ugarte wasn't Ugarte, people would say that whoever played next to him lost his leg, and we need to go sign someone like Ugarte.
Yep.
That's what would happen.
Yep.
I'm not, man. He needs to be.
The thing is with Mainoo, yeah.
I don't think he needs to go to the left 10, because if you put Kobbie Mainoo on the left 10, I don't think he's special at all. It maybe suits him better, but I think is it that gifted? Like,
I'm not turning on Kobbie whatsoever. You must be
turning on Kobbie. It's just mentioning that he's not ready.
I'm not turning on Kobbie. I'm telling you that he at the moment he's not reading.
A couple bad games, and you know what I mean.
The thing is,
it's not a couple bad games. I'm just telling you that
we might have to ban Mainoo. This is Mainoo PR on this channel. We have to ban that one right there, like Hoyland and flipping United stand. It's just, you know what I mean.
Nah, the thing is, like, if you play Kobbie Mainoo in the 10, I don't think he's special in that setup. I like Kobbie Mainoo to be playing deeper a bit, and then he needs to learn, because at the moment he's not doing it well.
You know what? I do wonder how a lot of these centre mids would react if they actually have some capable enough wing backs as outlets, just to, because I think that releases a lot of off away from the players, you know, when it is that option available, because we can't keep trying to boot up the Xerxes. I don't know if anyone else agrees, but when there's the option of a let's say an actual wing back knowing his role, positioning, and even trying to get ahead of, let's call it the overload at least, that frees up a lot for the centre mids, because our centre mids do a lot of work to the point I'm seeing Bruno left wing, sometimes our centre mids left wing, Dalot's all the way back next to Euro or something like that, or Mazraoui, same thing. There's not enough outlook out wide, and it's all congested to the pitch. And yeah, you might move the ball and it goes back to the lick and it recycles slowly, but there's not enough. It's all. I'm always looking at them wing backs, thinking one thing you always get taught as a kid or whatever is stretch the pitch all the time, make the pitch wide, you know, so you can obviously find gaps. That's my issue. The midfield can't work when you don't have wing backs up there. The low might make one wing back run. That wing back run today, Fernandez was already up the pitch. The low had to bust a gut from I don't know where, yeah, but he had to bust a gut to get an overlap. I'm like, you should already been there ages ago. You would have made another different situation, a 2-on-1, you know what I mean, or 3 in the box to square it to someone else. That's my whole point.
The wing backs are a huge problem for the system. That's the big, at the minimum. Huge. At the minimum, the wing backs give you what you need for the system to work. We're not holding width. The wing backs are not pressing. They keep having outlets, so they're not pressing. They're not getting to the wingers in time. They're constantly in the run position, and it's making us look way more defensive than we actually should be. So at the bare minimum, we need at least one this window. Bring in a left wing back. I don't care if you bite the bullet, go call back Alvaro Fernandez. Do something. We need at least a left wing back, because Dalot is, his positioning
is awful.
See today, yeah.
He puts us in trouble. He puts us in trouble so much.
I see today when Bruno laid a pass on for him, and he was offside, and I thought to myself, bro, you can see down the
down the left, didn't it?
Why you can see down the whole line, bro?
Yeah.
Why are you offside?
Yeah.
Why are you offside? There's no, but look, with the thing is with Mainoo is when he first came in here, he was playing like he was a 27-year-old, yeah, and he had all this experience in the world, bro. This season, you are seeing not the fact that he's crap or we've gassed him up. You're just seeing the fact that he's inexperienced. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing the inexperience showing now. And that's okay, in my opinion, because he's how old is he? 18, 19?
19.
You know what I mean? He's 19 years old.
He's 19, and he's being asked to be one of the best players for one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah, so,
exactly, and that's exactly my point.
He's 19. Guys do this all the time. We literally did the exact same thing with all of the good players that came through. Yeah, or when Martial was 20, when Rash was 18. I'm not saying you don't say when they've had a bad performance. I'm not saying that whatsoever. When someone's had a bad performance, they've had a bad performance. When someone has a clear deficiency with something, you have a clear deficiency with something. But to be saying that we've overhyped someone or we're overrating this guy when we've clearly seen the talent over a consistent period in the biggest games that he's played, in the biggest games that we've had, that for me, I can't get with. I'm so sorry. It doesn't even make sense.
We have overhyped him though. We have overhyped him.
We have overhyped by doing what? By saying what? By saying he's what?
Listen, let me land my point.
Maybe not you, but a lot of people have said he's generational.
Exactly.
People have said he's the next Pogba. People have said so many things that he's not.
He's the next Adolf. It's too early to say. It's too early to say. But my point is, just quickly, that I absolutely agree with you. And he shouldn't be one of the best players in the team. He needs to learn, because if there is a talent there, and I'm 100% agree there is, we are trying everything to break it, just like we did with other previous players before him. If there is a good player there, and I believe there is, he needs to be managed better.
I don't even know. Hey, Cass, can you find out how many games this guy's actually played for United?
Too many in a row. It's not good for him.
Yeah, it's not good for him. 1, 2. This is a kid.
He needs to be. But let me finish. Yeah. So for me personally, he needs to spend a bit of time learning his trade, like Adam said, on the bench. Yeah, and I mean, I said it in the thing. I said, look, I'd be open to a loan because I don't think that.
What are we doing here, man? Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Now we're talking about loan. The guy's had a couple of bad. The team is bad. How are you going to start saying he needs a loan?
Can I finish? Yeah. So basically,
you don't need a loan. You don't need a loan.
Open to a loan because
rubbish. I'm sorry. That is terrible. What do you mean? What do you mean loan him? You want to loan?
He's played 55. He's played 55 games, but he's only played 3,800 minutes, 900 minutes basically.
That's still a lot. That's still a lot for someone who's never had Premier League experience.
It's not that much actually. When you cut it down,
I think it is for
if you half an hour of it, it's actually not that
if you look at our greatest teams in that, like, because I mean, even Thingy said this the other day. Perez said it the other day. People like David Beckham, go and look how much minutes he had at his age. Go and look how much minutes Paul Scholes had at his age. Go and look how much minutes these men had at his age. They didn't have minutes like this. Yeah. So when I say so as I was saying, when I said I was open to a loan, because Manchester United is not a place that you learn on the job. Yeah, it's simple as that. You don't learn on the job. You cannot be starting week in, week out and learning on the job. So when people turn around and say, what are we doing here? And it's crazy. This is why we're in the position that we're in, because man can't learn on the job. You can't be learning on the job here. You need to, when you step into that midfield is one of the most important positions to play in a football team. So when you step on that pitch, you need to be able to play that role consistently and to a certain level. Yeah, and I'm talking, if you're at my, bro, can you let me finish, please? So when you're talking, bro, forget it. I can't bother, man.
Can't be talking about a guy like to have like if a man needs a loan, you understand the players that need a loan. How are you going to see a guy that's been consistently one of our best performers for a period of over 12 months, gone to an international tournament, played in an international tournament in a final, and you're saying he needs a loan over a few bad games? This is what we're doing. Seriously,
bro, I'm not. I'll be real. Yeah, I'll be real. I tried to say my point, and you said your point. I'm not going to answer your point now because because you didn't listen to what I was saying because I didn't get to land. So why are you asking me this question?
It's true. You gotta let.
Why would you ask me this?
I'll let him land.
You gotta let him land.
I'm not even doing it. But what do you expect?
Land it, because I thought you was on a good one. I thought I was actually listening, to be fair. But
the point is, when you are. Bro, I've lost my trail of thought. But anyways, when you're playing for Manchester United, you need to be able to give a consistent, 7 out of 10 minimum, and you have to be able to play that role consistently. See, not for one season, season after, and then this season you fall off, and then that season you're back. Bro, I still crush it on players like Phil Foden because he's gonna win that thingy. Look at the state of his play. He's getting back to form now. But my point is that when you put these players into the team and you gas them up, because Phil Foden stinks out the gaff on a regular basis, and he doesn't get held to the standards of certain other players, not even to the standard of Rashford, and he's meant to be a way better player than Rashford, by the way. So when we're doing these things, you don't allow yourself to give them the constructive criticism because they're so good and you're so great. No, go to the championship. Go to the flipping championship and learn your flipping trade. So when you do come back here, because if it's good enough for players like, for instance, like the David Beckhams, who actually had to go on loan and learn their trades and that, why all of a sudden do you think that in this Premier League, these players can just come, oh, you're 18, we've gassed him up, he's great, and then when the performances are not consistent or whatever else, then what? What we're going to sit down and say, oh, we're still going to start him because now he's a first team player and he's got this endorsement and he's got this, that, and he's got this endorsement here and this sponsor here and that sponsor here and he has to play. You're going to keep playing him even though he's not having a great time. So for me, if you want to kill players by the time they're 23, then do whatever you want to do. And then you want to sit down there and say, oh, he's the best, he's that level, because by the time he's 23, he'll be flipping rubbish.
Exactly. And you know what? Another thing, Kobe Mainoo is one of those players that everyone loves so much. Because he's from the academy, he's young, and he's good, which is not often that you get all of those things. But he's one of those players that every time you say something that isn't praise, it's perceived as blasphemous. Exactly. I'm not here for it. Do you know
what's crazy about this as well, Adamir? We have seen this. Our best player in the team right now, and listen, he's been getting managers out of jail since the day he walked through the flipping door. Amad Diallo. Sunderland, mate. He was at Sunderland. Yeah,
100%.
he's one of our best players. When he was at Sunderland, he could have been playing part of this team. He could have been in this team, starting for this team, right or wrong.
100%.
Right or wrong?
Yeah.
So
I think
he's
that's
gone
I
away.
think that's Sunderland loan helped
He's
him.
gone to
That's
Sunderland,
the
done
thing.
hard graft, done well there. Come here, and he's that is the beauty of finding someone, a young talent, yeah, a proper loan. Because when he was at Rangers, they was taking a piss out of him, yeah, and he didn't get no minutes over there. And when he came back and he went off to Sunderland, and he did well at Sunderland. Yeah, this is my point. I'm not talking about loaning him to flipping. To Hapoel Tel Aviv. I'm talking about get him a flipping loan, yeah, where it supports his development, and that's what Man United should be doing at the end of the day. And Man United should be having Mainoo playing week in, week out, drowning in the midfield because he doesn't know what to do. And then next week he might know what to do because he's been taught a little bit more.
But you know the baddest thing is he's the last one of the last players we should be focusing on. Unfortunately,
I'm not crashing.
He's a key part of the midfield.
Yeah, I hear it, but I feel like when there's so much elements that we have to fix in, let's say this window, next window, or whatever. Yeah, it's like before you get to the Mainoo part. Unfortunately, by that time he's gonna have the experience. He's gonna get a little bit older. He's gonna have the appearances. It is, but unfortunately, that's where it is right now. United because we need like two, maybe even three midfielders, let alone a couple wing backs, let alone a striker, let alone now a goalkeeper because I fuck Onana right now, left centre back. Last thing I'm looking at is I'm gonna put Kobe Mainoo on loan.
But Kaz,
you know what I mean?
The problem is not
I like Mainoo. I like Mainoo, right? But one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna overrate him. Because I see Lavia. Right, Lavia is a better
injured.
Player. I'm sorry, but he's injury prone. Ugochukwu dominated him, dominated the kid, could not touch him. Right, the kid needs to work on himself, not just his passing range, but also physically. Okay, he cannot be coming now and demanding 200k or whatever he wants a week. That's the last thing conversation. This is why I said it was a bad idea. Bad idea for his agent to come out and say that stuff.
Yeah, he won't get he won't get paid more than Ahmad.
Okay, so he needs to work on his game. Now, if Man United go sign midfielders, maybe that will automatically solve the problem. He goes to the bench, right? But fans, again, this is the problem because when the fans see team sheet, they see Kobe, and they're like, our team is ready. But no, it's not. You can't just see Kobe's name and be like, oh, the team is good. Oh, he's next to Ugarte. That midfield is going to slap. And I'm like, no, Kobe is not quite ready yet. That's the problem. So people see these names and they overrate how good the team is.
Exactly.
Kobe's not ready yet.
You see, if Kobe got signed a contract for 200 grand a week, none of these fans will bat an eyelid. Yeah. And I'll tell you that now. If he signed the deal for 200, that is a player ruined.
We already know we're not going to give him that. Though.
No. I don't think they'll give him the contract. But yeah.
No one would moan because of how they feel about him. But the reality of it is like you're looking at the likes of Jude Bellingham and these man. Well, they started off at Birmingham. Yeah, they did what they did. They did what they did at Birmingham. Went to Dortmund. Did what they did at Dortmund, and then they went to Real Madrid. Do you think if Bellingham went from Birmingham to Madrid? Yeah, do you think he would have done as well as he'd been doing?
No,
Probably not.
Probably not. That's what I'm trying to say. So why do you think that Kobe is that special that he could just appear out of an academy, yeah, at a young tender age and be doing the work of what people like? For instance, we spent £70 million for Casemiro and players like that to be in on these midfields, running these midfields and controlling games for us. Why do you think that Kobe is that special? Because at the end of the day, he's a human being, and if you treat him in the wrong way, like have you ever seen the thing about watering the plant? Yeah, if you water the plant too much, it still dies.
Exactly.
So it's the club's fault. It's the club's responsibility to protect these players.
Yeah,
100%.
The club needs to go sign midfielders, bring someone on loan, because we can't be having this kind of season and then you're relying on Kobe in that central midfield area. It's actually disastrous that our only central midfielder that is fit is Ugarte. That's our only real central midfielder. Because listen, Eriksen is not a central midfielder. He's never really been one. He's been an attacking 10 for most of his career. Of course, he's dropped deeper, but he doesn't have the legs to play.
But even then, he was playing left attacking mid, left wing for Tottenham for most of it.
And you have Casemiro, who I think these guys wanted to leave for a while. I think he just played out of his skin when Ten Hag got sacked because he was happy But outside of that, this guy has wanted to go for a minute. So this is what we're relying on. And it's not Kobe's fault. Let me make that clear. It's the club's fault. But fans need to, the expectation is wrong. Because I'm seeing this pattern repeating. I saw it happen to Januzaj. Okay? Even to an extent, Mason Greenwood, I think we share a lot of responsibility on how that kid's career went. You put too much on players too soon.
That's a him problem outside of football.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying in terms of
I don't think we can thingy, because like if we're going to be honest, if we're going to be honest about it, yeah. What we saw in Greenwood, obviously Greenwood's off-field problems is what's landing him in the hot water, yeah. But what we saw of Greenwood is, but it's obvious that even to this day, he's been to Spain. He's been to France, same outcome. He's been in England, same outcome. Yeah, Greenwood was a generational talent, both-footed. Yeah, both-footed attacker. Plays on the right, plays through the middle.
I'm playing on the left as well.
Plays on the left. He is a generational talent. And had he not done what he done, he could start every game, because him and Ahmad up front. Yeah, Ahmad and Sancho right now. But what are we talking about here?
I'm not over the Sancho one, can't lie. That one hurts me still.
What are we talking about here?
The Sancho one, just to add the traps, not sorry to cut you, but the Sancho one again, before he signed,
gave him
the profile of player he is, he's not what Man United were playing, that kind of football. Because we played under transitions under Ole. Then we signed a guy that wants to play possession football, pass to me, I pass to you, 1-2s. And he comes here and dies, and fans are surprised. So even if we have Sancho in the squad right now, he's still going to struggle because we're still a transitional team. This is the problem.
That's the big issue. But it solves at least one issue, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I got to watch Bruno in that space.
I'd have Sancho over Bruno starting in that 10, hands down. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
But this is the problem.
That's what I'm saying. The options are there. The options were there, and the options have slowly disintegrated to now we're sitting down there. But this is what I'm trying to say. Even with the Mainoo situation, if they take him out the team and the team starts losing, all the fans are going to do saying, "Where's Mainoo? Where's Mainoo? Where's Mainoo?" So they will play the Mainoo till the walls fall off, me. Yeah, and this is the problem, and this is the problem with fans. Fans are not flipping fair. They just turn around and say, "Look, do you know what? Yeah, we love this kid. We like what he's doing, but he's playing too much." Saka is the living proof. Arteta has rid Saka till the wheels have fallen off. Pause. Yeah. Like, he's rid Saka till the wheels fall off. No Diddy. He's done it. He's done it. Saka right now, if the reality of what we're seeing right now is that when Saka comes back, I don't know if he has to have an operation. I don't know what has happened.
I think he already had an operation here.
But when Saka comes back, we do not know if we're going to see the same Saka. Same as Reece James. Yeah? Same thing as Reece James. You don't know what you're going to get when they come back. Do you want to see that happen to your youngster? Would you rather see him play 19 games a season for the next 10 years, or 50 games a season for 3 years and be shit for the next 8-7?
Taking him. After watching him live, I'm taking him.
We have so many players that we could get from other clubs that would help us tremendously. But I just think with the crash outs I've seen from fans today online, a lot of people were saying Amorim out. It just made me tired, man. It just made me really tired.
Yeah, you can't revoke the loan, though. Could you? Nah, I think the fact of his wage at United, Ineos would be like, nope. Sorry, mate. We need a reset.
Even for me, like, I like Sancho, not to the extent some people like him. I think we can do better because we need someone that's not just as technically good as Sancho, but someone that is also that drives with the ball a lot stronger. That's where I'm at anyway.
That's I'm on board, man.
Yeah, man. Get me Angel Gomez, man.
No,
any other free as well.
As a free in the summer, as someone that you can use. Where when you're talking about building midfielders, like certain profiles and stuff like that. Yeah,
he's a luxury player.
But I'm looking at rebuilding. Like, let's say Edison. Why do you
think Angel's a luxury player?
Because in the midfield that we have right now, physically, he's going to get eaten alive.
He doesn't get even taking League One.
This is the Premier League. It's a different kind of.
I reckon he's good in between the spaces, and he's got a needle head. Like, I think he will handle the Prem for me. He's nippy, right? But for me, it's more the profile. I want Cunha first. I still want an Edison if possible in the summer. But then I look at that. Okay, what about another option? I want another option. I look at a free guy who's English from the academy as well. And I'm looking at Angel Gomez as one of those where he could be like I don't know, man, just something that we just don't have in the squad, like the nippy kind of player. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Ahmad, a little bit less pace and less direct. But the one thing he's got better is a pass for one. He can ball carry as well. And if that means it kind of frees up that Ahmad space on the right-hand side a little bit when he doesn't play, we got a bit more of a, them ones are low center gravity type players.
Angel's not playing in the tens, man. Angel's not.
Yeah, but I think because he plays left wing. He's playing left wing because he's been playing left wing for Lille for so long, and he plays attacking mid and sometimes drops deep when he plays for England. I feel like he can do that role.
He plays as a six.
But for Lille, he doesn't play as a six all the time at all.
But that's his best position.
Yeah, but look at all he plays more games on the left than he does anywhere else. Go check if you want to go.
I just don't really see the point in playing. I think
he's free. He's free though.
Yeah, I'm not. You're not going to find someone.
Is he free now?
Yeah, no, he's not.
No, in the summer.
He's injured as well. But if he's in the summer, if he's not that good, but you got two midfielders and you got Angel Gomez for free, if he doesn't work, sell him for some money. He's a free. This is what Chelsea do. They got Tosin on the free. He's gone for 20 million or 30 million this summer. Watch, or even this January, and they've made money, pure profit. Crazy, isn't it? How the world works.
Their business model is completely different to ours in terms of like what they do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if he don't work and he doesn't work out, you can go sell him. No hard done. He's got a decent wage, not too high. He's free, whatever. But he's an option.
I'll tell you another midfielder is free that we should go for. I think I don't know. I can't remember if you've mentioned him before. Anguissa. Why don't we go get him? He's free.
You know what? I wouldn't say no to it. But I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll take him in a heartbeat, man. Like, are you seeing our midfield?
Yeah, I know, but I feel like if there's some options as well, maybe it depends what we get, innit? It depends what we get. Because if you got
I think we'd like Edison. I think Edison is a bit on our
Edison and Cunha raises all profiles of what we lack at Man United very easily. And this is another one. I love this player. Love this player. And people will say, look at Brentford. Norgard is one of the most underrated players I've seen in the Premier League ages. We talk about Sanderberg and all that, what we missed there. Norgard is very good.
Sanderberg.
Sanderberg, man. He's much better than Sanderberg.
Norgard's right there.
This is what I love,
I talked about Sanderberg, on the Oli like 4 years ago.
It's crazy.
Also, screaming about
what the maddest thing is, chaps? He cost 20 million. And he's absolutely, and he's put in the role of Polinia, and he's killing it.
It's so funny, man. I was like, man, Sanderberg, this guy. I looked at him 4 or 5 years ago.
We got laughed at. Remember, we got laughed at.
I know.
I wanted the Garte, but I wanted both of them. I was thinking, why can we not get both of these?
If we had both of them right now, we'd be okay.
We'd be
at
solved.
least.
Problem solved.
We'd be okay. I think they would work. The profiles will complement each other. Because Sanderberg
he's got the long range. He's got the long range. Well, actually, he's got the long range pass a little bit. I wouldn't say that's his best game, but the mid range and passing forward is his game.
Yeah.
But then again, he would pass it into Bruno and he'd just lose it. So who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
What are we gonna do with Bruno Fernandes, guys?
Yeah, but
I've got a theory. I'm hoping in the summer we address the correct profiles and he's just on the bench and he just comes off and is a bit part player. And then next year you're on a free off your pop.
I don't want him in the area.
I'm hoping he's phased out. I'm just hoping he's a phased out player.
He needs to be phased out, and we need another left sided centre back because
I said another player. There was Cunha and there was another one. I said I'd take in the left 10. He's kind of similar to a Cunha profile, but
is it Mainoo?
Nah, there's someone else. It's someone else, man. I just can't remember the name, and I don't think he's in favour, but
he's in the Premier League.
Yeah, he could be. He well could be. Just can't remember.
Because I don't think you can phase out Bruno
as well. You have to.
Like he takes too much space. As long as he's there, there will be pressure.
We're talking about the manager that came in for 6 months or something when he went at Spawn or whatever and got rid of him anyways, not as the official manager, but got rid of him. I don't think it's
I don't think Amorim has any issue dropping Bruno Fernandes. I think the problem you have is that he's a problem. He's a problem everywhere. You play put him.
He's
because if you play him in the deeper role, issue. If you play
And that's
him
my main
higher up,
issue. If I had
But I
one
think
issue with
Man saying it's the problem everywhere, even on the bench.
I think he first played a deeper role when he's chasing the game. He plays him
that's
deeper.
that's Njai. You know Njai from Everton. That's the one. The inside 10 is just him to a T. I would love that profile there. If you can't get Cunha, I'd be looking at him 100%.
You know what? My main issue with Amorim so far has been Bruno Fernandes. I can't lie, because if you're trying to improve the midfield by taking someone off like Kobe, for example, or Ugarte, and trying to put Collier in to bring more balance, well, then don't just like
He's not a midfielder, man. He's a forward.
exactly. So that's why he brings on a midfielder, and then he puts Kobe, he puts Bruno in the midfield, and you're just like, yeah, but that doesn't improve the side much, does it?
No, because the physical flaws are not up. The only thing that's up is obviously creation, but at what expense?
Yeah, creation. He's one of the worst.
I'm saying at what expense, isn't it? That's what I'm saying, isn't it? If next
Bruno
year
is the only one who takes a risk, right? Because I think Amorim also talked about this before.
He does. Bruno is worse than every 10 he plays against, and he's supposed to be one of the best 10s in the world. How does that work out?
Because he'll get a 2-yard assist or something, or he'll get a goal from outside the box, like against Arsenal, and people forget.
People forget, being like, yeah, oh God, give me strength.
I'm not in. I knew this.
We are in a mess, man. This is why I'm like, fans just need to chill out.
And buckle up.
It feels good talking about Amorim, sack him. We should bring in Iraola. All these things that like it feels good because dopamine is going to hit your brain, right? But at the end of the day, you guys will be back here.
And you know what? I'd much rather we go through this now than have like some sort of smooth manager bounce, and then it comes down crashing later on. It needs to be tough.
That only manager bounce killed us.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, if you really think about it,
is the worst.
That's where we because when Jose finished second place, we were like, listen, yeah, Jose crashed out and all that kind of stuff, but we should get in a proper manager now. Let's rebuild the club, right? And we didn't do it then. And we got Ole, who was not experienced. He used Jose's own coaches, and he did well with the team. But most of the team players he had, he inherited.
I'll just start, bro. As soon as Antony gets the here we go stuff, I better hear about 3, 4, 5 options off the bat straight away. Give me all the PR. Like I need to know that we're going. I need to know that India's moving.
Just bring back Alvaro Fernandez. Be shameless like Chelsea.
I think he's the only. I think he's the only option. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's the only option.
He's the only realistic option.
I think we can get him now, but we ain't got space in the squad. Basically,
no. Get rid of Malaysia is gonna go.
Yeah, but he's not officially gone yet. I think they're waiting for a player to officially go because their whole policy is someone goes, then someone can come in. Have you not noticed that yet? Have you not noticed that yet?
It looks like that, but for me, I agree with you. Alvaro Fernandez is the only one we can probably bring in.
Yeah. And then if the money for Garnacho comes in, you go and get yourself the midfielder that you want.
We can get Douglas Luiz now, I think.
That's what I don't understand. What's the hold up? Surely after today, like what's the hold up? It's an option to buy. Not even an obligation, an option.
Yeah, I get it.
He solves the long pass bit and he's mad athletic anyways.
Just get him. Yeah, just get him. Yeah, I don't understand. There's options. Like, I do agree India shouldn't like rush. That's why I say Luis should be on a loan. Someone like Alvaro Fernandez, you can buy outright because it's going to be cheap.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a big issue, right? You bring him back. Even if it's not your long-term option, you can still sell him again. Like, be shameless like Chelsea, bro. Yeah. You can still sell him and you still get money for him because he's performed in Portugal. No one is going to hold him to anything at Manchester United. You still get your money back.
Yeah.
You don't really, like, if anything, you make a profit. So just bring him back. Get another left wing back in the summer. But for right now, we need minimum two players. Minimum.
We're in a terrible state.
You know, to survive this. I don't think we'll get relegated because I didn't even see Tottenham falling this far this season.
Getting relegated isn't that easy. Like for all the teams that have prayed to go down and they just escaped it, it's not that easy.
Yeah, it's the three. We were lucky because the 3 teams that came up this season are just shit, man. That's what it is.
Well, hopefully, he's not going home. You lot don't want an obligation, or you don't want to put no money for. You just want a dry loan. But anyways, if you want to go follow anyone up, check their tags. They're all on Twitter, you know, or you want to call it X these days. I don't know, up to you. But we got Traps' channel, so put that one on YouTube, and you'll go find them. Go subscribe to Traps. So, other than that,
new channel. Come on.
Anyone else got anything to shout out? Anything?
No, it's calm, man.
No, it's calm.
Oh, no, you're a bum. Get out of my club.